Sorry I'm a little bit late on the matter, but DC just showered us with an onslaught of future plans. One of the reasons why I don't make these big news videos is because Warner Brothers might have more shit to announce. Sure enough, I was right. I guess they heard Marvel announcing their potential Civil War and they're all like, here's our movie plan for the next 6 years. And they shoved it all in our faces and it was pretty funny. But exciting at the same time because DC is starting to show that they are really stepping up their game. First of which, Batman vs Superman has just cast their Flash and Aquaman for the preparation of the Justice League. Warner Brothers has cast Ezra Miller for the Flash and Jason Momoa for Aquaman. To be honest, I have no idea who Ezra Miller is. I remember showing my buddy and I was like, do you know this dude? It took him a second too, but apparently he's from that TV show Royal Pains and he's like a rich son or something like that. Yeah, don't know much of his work, but it has me concluding that the fact that the DC television universe is not going to be linked up with the cinematic universe. Kinda saw that coming, to be honest, but I think the guy who's playing Barry Allen in the Flash TV show right now, I think he is the perfect choice for it. I haven't watched the TV show yet, but from what I see, the guy is really likable and he's fitting for a superhero such as the Flash. First impressions, they mean a lot to me. Which also means that Arrow won't be linked up with the DC cinematic universe as well, and that makes me a little bit sad inside. I think Stephen Amell was born to play the Green Arrow. Not seeing him team up with the Justice League, that's really heartbreaking. I don't know, maybe DC will change that in the future, but it'll most likely not happen. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I was really pleased with this casting. He was called Drogo from the Game of Thrones, and I thought he was a badass in that show. Pouring the pot of gold over Khaleesi's brother's head, I'm like, yeah, the dude is finally dead. All of one season he was in, spoiler alert, yeah, he dies. And it was funny because I would look at Jason Momoa and think this guy would make Aquaman look like a badass. And from what I'm hearing, that's what Batman vs Superman is going to do. And Aquaman is like the laughing stock in the superhero world, and you gotta remember about 76% of the world, something like that, is actually covered in ocean, miles deep. And I want to see an Aquaman that can potentially kill Superman. Well, not kill him, but like give him a challenge. With the writer from Argo and Jeff Johns together, I think we will see that happening, because come on, Aquaman really deserves some praise. Second of which, the one crazy chick from the Hunger Games is also confirmed in this movie. And it's being reported that she's gonna be Robin in this film. And I thought one thing. Ugh, too many characters in this movie. My head is gonna explode. She may be the Carrie Kelly Robin in this film. You never know. Or she might be innocent civilian number 4 who's like, oh, Superman, and shows her running away. You never know. From the sounds of it, they seem like they have everything planned out. Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice is scheduled for 2016, and you know what else is coming out the same year? Yeah, it's the Suicide Squad. Alright, let's test whether you guys like me or not. You may either go, fuck this guy, or yeah, I'm in his shoes also. Is that I don't really know much of the Suicide Squad. I know of them, but I haven't read the comics or anything. I'm alive? I'm alive! Yeah, Ryan, wait till those comments come in. Please don't kill me. All I know is that the team consists of Harley Quinn and Deadshot, and leaves me thinking, are they gonna link that movie up with the DC Cinematic Universe? I mean, you're throwing all these Batman characters into it. I mean, why not? Reportedly, Margot Robbie from The Wolf of Wall Street is gonna be Harley Quinn, and I thought that's perfect. Because Harley Quinn has a really high-pitched Brooklyn accent, and Margot Robbie, she has exactly that. Just give her the pigtails, the makeup, and boom, she's Harley Quinn. She's got the super incredibly hot part down. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I see Harley Quinn right there. The following year in 2017, we are finally gonna have our very first Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot as the title character. They are gonna base Wonder Woman from the New 52 comics, and which is fine to me. It doesn't really bug me, honestly. I think it's kind of cool how they're treating her as a demigod and a daughter of Zeus. A really interesting take on it, and I am on board. And the same year, with the return of Zack Snyder as director, we finally get our first part to the Justice League movie that everybody and their mom has been asking for. Ever since the announcement of Ben Affleck being Batman and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, we knew it was going to be a certain thing. All these heroes will come together and will reportedly fight the main villain, Brainiac. Which is pretty cool. I mean, we've never had a cinematic depiction of Brainiac, and he is one of Superman's toughest enemies. It's kind of funny how every superhero in this universe are depicted as gods, and how is Brainiac gonna stand a chance? The dude will have his teeth knocked in. Yeah, his ass is grass. By the time 2018 comes along, we get our Flash movie starring Ezra Miller trailer and our Aquaman movie starring Jason Momoa. Which leaves me a couple bit of questions how DC will handle the matter in post-Justice League storyline. Is the Justice League gonna break off and the characters have their own film and then they'll be called again to take on the main bad guy? Sort of like how the Avengers did it, but with DC characters? The Flash and Aquaman, they could totally handle their own solo films, but who is gonna be the main villain in them? And will anything connect to the second part of the Justice League movie? Once again, time will tell. It's always fun to ask questions like these. In 2019, we will get our Shazam movie with The Rock starring as Black Adam. Yeah, I grew up calling him The Rock, not Dwayne Johnson. You guys remember WWF? Yeah, that shit was like soap opera for men. It was badass. The Rock's persona and who he is fits for a villain like Black Adam, so I think he's gonna pull it off. However, who is going to be our Billy Zane? Because you're gonna need two actors for the role, one of them being for the 14-year-old, I think he's 14, and one for the hero, Shazam. No news on who's gonna play Shazam, so we will have to wait and see. And will Shazam be introduced to the second part of the Justice League later that year? It really isn't confirmed whether the Shazam universe is gonna be linked up with the Justice League universe, and I would love to see Shazam in it though. So DC, if you're watching this, please do it for us fans. Once again, Zack Snyder will be directing the second parts of the Justice League movie, and it seems like he's directing these bigger movies. We get to see our heroes once again team up to fight the rumored villain Darkseid. I don't necessarily know much of Darkseid, despite the fact he is a Superman villain. I kinda wish they would have done Doomsday. Maybe they'll save him for Justice League 3, which is technically the sequel to the first one since the first one is split into two movies. Sound kinda stupid saying that. Finally ending the slate of movies in 2020 is a standalone Cyborg movie starring Ray Fisher, which is a surprise to me. I never knew that Cyborg is a deep enough hero to carry his own movie. And Ray Fisher, when he was first announced, I had no idea who he was. Not a damn thing about this guy. I was going across Twitter and found a Vine of him being the character. You guys know Vines, you know, like the 7-second stupid videos. I really wish I could show you guys, but once I saw it, I'm like, yep, this guy is Cyborg. I want to hear him do the booyah. That would absolutely do it for me. And lastly, we get our Green Lantern reboot later that year, and thank goodness. After this monstrosity, we were dying of a good Green Lantern movie. Can you believe they tried to kick off the Justice League movies with this one? Yikes. I'm really interested on what they're gonna do with the character again. Who will play Hal Jordan? If not Hal Jordan, then maybe Jon Stewart? There's really no confirmation whether the Green Lantern is gonna be in the first Justice League movie, but with all this casting announcements, I'm assuming he has to. Just don't get Ryan Reynolds again. No. And that's it. Warner Brothers plan up till 2020. They have a lot of material gonna be released soon. We truly live in the golden age of superhero movies. I'm sure everyone has heard this awesome news. Which movie are you excited for the most? Be sure to leave a like and comment on the video, and as always, there's a link below for my Twitter and my Facebook. Keep in contact with me, but in the meantime, I have to get going.